night now. I ain't gotta say, you know what time it is. Another day and another dollar. Well, you know, if we out here somewhere and they got a Hoosier on the sign and trailers pulling in, got to be some kind of racing going on today. There's always racing in the South. So you boys that's up north, y'all boys out west, y'all gotta get on our level. Y'all gotta get y'all some racetrack, get y'all some land, start planting some seeds, start bringing your kids up right. Nah, I'm just playing. But nah, we out here at Mountain Creek Speedway today. Gonna get some footage for y'all. Kaidyn said he gonna try to put her in the winner circle. I'm gonna try to secure the rear. Got you.
Got you.
As long as I'm behind you, you're protected. I got you.
There ain't nobody coming.
Now we're right here. We're gonna give it an effort. We got the go-kart set up, so hopefully it handle good. So y'all hang out with me for a little bit.
Predator 425. Make your way to safety, please.
outside now. Well, a little race recap. I'm wore out. I raced medium and heavy tonight. So the other week I took Kaidyn in my go-kart and I scaled them out to what they were the recommended. Well, we didn't have the scaling for Kaidyn's go-kart, so we scaled my go-kart out and I scaled his to make it close. Well, we come out here in my go-kart, I forgot to drop my air pressure into practice on the right front, and that thing would not turn to save its freaking life. I went like 13 forwards. It was freaking terrible. Well, Kaidyn's transponder fell off, so we didn't even know what he even run in the practice. He was aggravated because they're going to start him out dead last in the freaking heat race. Like, a heat race really matters. He's the one person that I ever gave a crap about where he places in a freaking practice. Like, he is the best man in practice in his eyes. And if he turns around and if he's getting out running practice, he loses everything. He freaking gets mad, he gets upset, and it aggravates me and causes me and him to argue because I'm like, son, you're being mad, you're crying over spilt milk, like you're crying over something that don't even freaking, you're crying, he ain't crying over spilt milk. He's crying over spoiled spilt milk. Practice the track is always either super wet or super dusty. It always changes throughout the night. It gets better. And worrying about that just does not even freaking matter, you know. But I always try to come across and me and him getting these little arguments and stuff. So I said, well, how's your car handle? Well, I don't know. It feels like it's turning too good. So I was like, okay. He's like, going down straightaways, pulling left. I'm like, it's supposed to pull left. It's always supposed to pull left. That's when you got your stagger right. So we argued about it a little bit. So I told him, I said, well, you need to go change your gear because your RPMs are dropping too much. So I come out, I had my practice for medium. I done my heavy and it didn't steer. I dropped my air pressure down. Well, now we into something. I went from running 13 fours to running 12 sixes, I think, or 12 sevens. I was running 12 sevens because I was 300s off the leaders. The leaders were running 12 fours. So I'm like, okay, now we're actually getting somewhere. We playing with. So I dropped my air pressure again. Well, then it kept on pushing, coming off the corners a little bit. So I kept on fighting it. Well, I got to looking at Kaidyn. I was actually able to go watch Kaidyn's heat race. So I watched him in his heat race, and I watched Kaidyn is always fast coming off the corner because he ain't scared to run over the wall. So he's always, that's where his bread and butter is coming off the corner. 3 and 4, when he comes off 4 and when he comes off 2, that's his mojo. That's where he's at. I noticed he was slow coming off the corners because a lot of the go-kart was pushing high. So I went there and took 2 degrees out of the left front spindle because that helps tighten up the exit of the corners. We adjusted air pressures 4 and 5, through 4 and 5 in it, or just evening them out because we had them all over the place just playing with different stuff. Come out for the main, and that boy is rolling. Like, he is lap for lap. He started up towards the back. He works his way through it. I told him, I said, listen, they're going to beat and bang because they're all young. They beat and bang. They get beating and banging each other, aggressive driving and stuff. I'm like, if somebody starts beating and banging on you, don't play with them. Let them have it. Race your race. If you run your line at the end of the race at 20 laps, you'll be up front. I promise you. So he got past all the stuff. Kaidyn got up there and got behind Makai, and Makai, he's bad. He's fast. He runs. He's consistent, and he's running lap times. Well, Kaidyn started catching that rhythm, and I started watching the lap counters, and Kaidyn was faster. He was faster, 100, a tenth faster, 100, and getting on down there. I was thinking, if I could just tell Kaidyn, run that line again, you'll be good. Well, Kaidyn starts trying to fight around, trying to find that extra groove to make up that ground when all he had to do was settle back, keep racing that one line that he hit that fast lap on. And he was smooth, he was good, but he kept on. Well, coming up on the last lap, coming in turn 1, Kaidyn slid his little nose in there. He got the pass, back straight away, he was leading. I knew he had it. Well, he went into turn 3, and anytime you pass somebody, like, you got to make sure you check up going into turn 3. You got to slow down pretty good. It has to be a horsepower race. Well, Kaidyn, he stuck her in there too deep. So here come Makai. He stuck his nose right back below Kaidyn. So then it was a race to the finish line. And anytime you know something about circles, if you have two circles, one inside the other one, the inside circle always beats the outside circle. There's less ground to cover. So Makai beat it. So Kaidyn lost by 0.06, 6 hundredths of a second. Super close. Which we actually had moved his transponder. His transponder had fell off in the practice, like I said. Well, we had moved his transponder, so if I would have had his transponder where he normally has it at, we'd have been winning. Would have been good. But it was a freaking race. They come off, neither one of them knew who won. It was that good of a race. And then me, like normal, I trashed up at the back. I ended up was forced for a little bit. Then about 5 laps in, I noticed my elbow starts burning. I guess my jacket must have a hole in it where my elbow is, because I burnt my elbow on the motor. The motor gets 350, 400 degrees out there, running around through there, and it freaking, I started burning my elbow, so I'm starting having to adjust my driving style because I can't hold my freaking elbow on the motor where I normally do, because it's freaking burning me. But we ended up, I secured the back of the pack like normal, but I had a blast. I'm wore out, I'm tired, and I'm going to pay for it tomorrow. What do you think, Kaidyn? We're going racing next weekend too. We ain't going to change nothing on the setup. We're going to go next weekend, we're going to clean the go-karts. We're racing next Saturday, and we're going to see. I think Kaidyn might be in the points lead, because Addie finished last. And I think if the point system the way I think it is, I think Kaidyn gained 30 points. And she had a 15-point lead, so I think he might be our points champion right now. Might not be. We'll figure it out this week when they post the points. But anyways, y'all please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Thank you.